right, we're rolling. Let's start the timer.
All right, timer starting.
All right. Welcome to Dogs of Browntown.
Yeah. Do the countdown.
5, 4.
No, the scary language.
6, 2.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dogs of Browntown. Saul couldn't be here. He's getting gastric bypass surgery, I believe.
Yeah. No, I think he's bypassing the gastric bypass surgery. So we wanted to get a mullet wig to put it on our guest today so that nobody would notice
we don't
a
have
thing.
the budget.
Yeah.
The budget.
So please subscribe, like all of that.
All that, so we can. So when we get Guam on the show, we can actually
exactly.
have the mullet ready
Yeah,
to
we
go.
can buy bulletproof vests.
If we just undid his Guam's ponytail, it would become a mullet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be like a Samson. Oh, well, that leads us. That noise you're hearing is our guest today, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Eric Rocha.
That was my Guam impression.
Fuck, how far away are you gonna be? Do you speak from your tits or what? What is going on with your microphone?
The microphone fell.
Oh.
I didn't know what to do.
Guam was sleeping on the couch, like falling forward, and I woke him up. I'm like, Guam, lean back.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah. And then he started sleeping like that. I'm like, that's the way you're supposed to sleep. How are you sleeping? Leaning forward?
I thought you were gonna say you started dancing. Lean back. Lean back.
Fucking welcome, Rocha. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you guys. It's nice to be here, man.
Yeah, it is. It's just on a power.
It just doesn't show us.
Yeah. I'm still learning how to do this.
We're trying to be good boys, and we got to bleep out the S word.
Dang, did I already do that? My bad.
We're trying to be good boys for the first 10 minutes because that's what our Lord and Savior Mark Zuckerberg wants.
I don't know what I did.
And so you got to be good for 10 minutes.
So okay,
Daddy Zuckerberg.
we can't cuss or anything.
We're trying to.
We're trying our best.
We talk about the worst. See, I did it again.
I was gonna
we
say
talk about the worst stuff, and we're constantly cursing and stuff. But we've been told that you're not supposed to for the first 10 minutes. That's the good boys of Browntown portion.
I'm gonna figure out how to use this at some point. It's
But,
okay. You can tell us when 10 minutes has passed, right? So we're gonna wait to tell that story we just told for 10 minutes.
We have to wait.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys. This is awesome.
And Rocha has opened for Joey Diaz. And I'm sure that there's going to be some fun Joey Diaz stories, but those probably won't be able to.
No,
be
not in the first 10 minutes.
Censored Diaz. Yeah.
We won't even be offended if you skip forward 10 minutes, but these first 10 minutes are going to be less.
They're gonna be
courtesy.
a whole lot of butt. Butt poop.
We could talk about this. One thing I love about Rocha, since I'm no longer a door guy, is like it does feel like a lot of the door guys are just co-employees right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it used to be we were like way more tight. And I do think Rocha is one of the people keeping it tighter.
Oh, thank you, dude. That means a lot.
Rocha has like
seriously.
old school vibes.
Old school vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Like old school, like I don't
Just trying not to cuss.
Yeah.
No, he's like he reminds me of like the era pre-COVID a little bit.
Yeah.
He would have fit in with
Just
you guys,
OG,
with you,
and
Lockwood,
and the group before.
Yeah.
Like I do feel like it's always been like a fraternity.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's kind of become less of that part of it, but Rocha's keeping it alive.
I feel like I've always wanted to be there, and honestly I took to it quick. You know what I mean? It was kind of one of those things where it's like, you're not afraid to tell a paid regular like, hey, can you quiet down? The OR show is still going.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like,
especially if you say it politely.
Yeah, that's it.
And they know that you're just trying to make the show better too when you do that.
and then there's that thing where like, if like paid regulars beat a to you, you're kind of like, hey, ease up a little bit, all right? I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but it's just like,
where they're being a dick to me.
Yeah.
And you go, hey, ease up on me. Stop being
just
mean
like
to me.
not mean to me, but it's just like I've had it where it's like going on and they're getting a little like fussy, and it's like, hey man, we're gonna figure it out. Just be cool. We got it.
Yeah.
Right, like working lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, working lot. I had some really stressful times, but usually if a paid regular would make fun of me, I just took it as like a compliment. I was like, oh, they're thinking about me and they're coming up with jokes. That's how comedians show love to each other. Is like, I think when we insult each other in a way that's joking, that's love.
Yeah, if I don't like you, I'm not talking to you.
Right.
At all. I'm not even thinking about
right.
you. We just went to San Jose, me, Lockwood, Luke Beancow, and Chappelle Lacey. And we bullied Luke like the whole 5 hours there, the entire time we were there, and then all the way back. Yeah. But it's like, but he also like knows how to deal with it, and he did a great job. But like, we wouldn't roast him like that if we didn't like him for real. Yeah, we wouldn't be in the car.
Yeah,
But we did pull away a couple times.
He's got to rip back more though.
Yeah, he said he's locking in this time. He tries. He tries to rip back, and it just goes womp womp. We don't let it happen.
I mean, and consider that you're like a young guy among very experienced. I was gonna say a bad word, but just guys that can break. Like
testicles?
Break balls. Yeah, they're balls is
what's worse.
Right? Yeah,
we can say balls.
Balls. Good on balls.
Sometimes I go to bed at night and I feel sad about it. I go like if people bullied me the way we bully Luke, I'd be really sad.
Oh, but it's not. He's not getting bullied.
Yeah, I was say it's not bullying, so to speak.
It is. No.
I think of it as it's kind of like craftsmanship is how well can you craft a pun or a shot. Like, you know what I mean?
He's so young. I think we're trying to like expedite his like jadedness.
Too. He does. Yeah. And Hudson too, the security guard at the store, he likes it too. They're like they get made fun of. They're the butt of jokes. But they love it. They love the attention.
They know how to be the antagonist. Like I'll go up to Luke, and there'll be times where I make myself the picked on guy because I'll go up to Luke and I'm like, hey man, crazy night, and he'll go, what's crazy about it? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying, like, you know, it's like, wow, here we are. And he goes, yeah, okay, man. And he'll walk away, and I'm like, all right, take care, Luke. We'll see you, buddy. He'll just look at me. And just like I like reversing the roles every once in a while.
You do that well, because I go pretty hard on you sometimes, but you're also a very good sport about it.
It's fun. I mean, you've got me on some. Dang, this is hard.
Yeah, right.
Trying to shake that clock so it's 10.
Yeah.
It's fun though. Like whenever you get like, there's like those really, really good paid regulars. I remember when Dave Chappelle came in, he told me, he was like,
name dropper.
I'm sorry about that. Well, you try filling in 10
Go
minutes.
ahead.
It was like, I can't remember what he called me. He called me Heavy D.
Hilarious.
He's like, why anybody tell me Heavy D was here? I was like,
it's not even that good. You're not
was
black.
like, what are you telling me? Like,
yeah, but you tap the mic and it's
and then
hilarious.
I was like,
come on, Dave, you could have done better than Heavy D.
Yeah.
But it is. It's one of those things.
Could have been like, he looks more like one of the Fat Boys. Remember that? Remember
the Fat Boys. Boys? My favorite one is Rocha. Is our air conditioner broken again? Because you dress like a repairman. And you don't repair men. You break
repair, man.
Yeah.
Destroy.
Yeah, dude.
You just dropped the F word.
Yeah. It's okay.
This is so hard.
You just said the F word.
Did I?
You didn't feel it, did you?
It's so natural.
I didn't even feel it come out.
I will say, starting though, you were a huge help in that you taught me back when we could make when we had tips and
allegedly
make money. You were so funny about how to make money, and you would throw in these little quips that I was like, that's hilarious, and you were like, yeah, go ahead, use it.
Yeah.
I think I tried to give you money the first time, hey dude, that was a really good line. Here's and you were like,
what?
Rocha, I'm a paid regular. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I remember one of the first days that me and Saul were doing our show, and we let the door guys any walk-ups were we let the door guys just have that money, and we're just share it between you guys and try and get as many people into the room as you can because we just want our shows to be good. And then the first day, Rocha just came up and was handing me a stack of money from the thing, and I'm like, no, you can keep that.
Yeah.
And I was like, the fact that he like still was trying to give me the money,
Yeah.
even after we were like, you can keep that. I'm like, that's a good dude.
You made him dance for it.
Then him and Soul. Yeah.
I'm like, I owe you way more for what you did for me last night.
But yeah, you would have those lines where it would be like, ask him the bathroom code.
Yeah,
Or
I wish you guys would do that stuff more because it's like
Yeah.
I don't want it to be lost.
You have
hilarious.
closed-toed shoes. That was
Closed-toed
my
shoes.
favorite one. What size do you wear? My favorite was there was this guy. He had shorts on, and Hormoz goes, "Do you have pants?" And he goes, "No." What? He goes, "What size are you?" And the guy goes,
And I go, we got a guy
33.
with shorts on and the
No, the best. He goes, "What size are you?" He goes, 33. And Hormoz goes, "We need a size 40." And then for a while we had a jacket, or we had like a pair of pants and shoes that we would
There's
do.
no pants, but there was shoes.
There was shoes, yeah.
So
See-
just old men's shoes, like huge old men's shoes, and women would be wearing like cute, like like heels
Yeah.
and like nice sandals, and I'd be like, do you have closed-toed shoes on you by any chance? As if people carry
I was gonna
extra
say,
shoes.
she's got like a little
and they'd be like,
purse.
no, and I'd go, we got open-toed shoes in the main room. What size are you? And I would just act like it's a thing.
Milk it.
And then they'd be like 8, and I'd be like 8. They'd be like, we don't have any 8s. We do have these, and then we pull out these giant men's shoes.
But yeah, I think though that definitely helps acclimate to like
For
the
sure.
environment, because I remember thinking that, and then when I'd work the front patio, I was like, okay, we're just gonna do a quick little when they wand you down, I go, can you just put your hands up? And they're like, all right, yeah. And I go, a little higher. And they're like, and I go, little lower. We don't need that high. And like they would just be like this.
You know the one I used to do that would never work? They'd be like, yeah, everything metal out of your pockets. You got a gun, knife, Metallica CD. It's metal.
But right up into like the Don Barris stuff, like it made me comfortable to like see that even. It was like, all right, let me try that.
Yeah.
And then a couple people get a little too comfortable.
That's one of my favorite things too. Is you with Don Barris, like as like the security of the room.
Yeah.
Like, you want to kick them out, Don?
Yeah.
You want me to kick them out, Don? Like that character.
Eric,
And
come
it's
over here, just
it's
stare at
when
them.
Don, I remember one time I was watching it, and Don suddenly did want the person kicked out. You remember? and you were like, "Want me to kick him out, Don?" And Don was like, "Yes." And you were like, "Oh, really?" Like,
Yeah, and I was like, scare you.
There's only like 8 people in here. You want 2 of them gone, Don? Really? Like,
Oh, I think we need an adult here now.
Oh, man.
Well, we're good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Oh,
dude.
Suck it. Suck.
Suck. That's so funny.
Ass. Yeah, dude. Do you want to tell that story? The other day, we were walking down Sunset after the employee pool
go
party.
for it, man. You got it.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna say, okay. Me and Rocha were walking back from the Naughty Pig, which is who he was dating at the time, and oink oink. And we were walking back to the store, and there was an unhoused gentleman, R.I.P. But
We're just having a regular
I
conversation.
don't hate on the homeless. That's why. Look, everybody relax.
And I'm on Grindr. Yeah, I'm on Grindr.
Eric's on Grinder, looking for a new piece of ass to just slam his whistle into. And it does whistle when he sticks it in. But we're walking past the guy, and you can say the one word. But he said, he goes, "Hey, you
First, he was like, "What the?" And like it startled. It
Yeah, it was
scared
out of
the
nowhere. He
hell
was
out of
hidden.
both of us. He was like, "What the?" And I go, "Oh, I'm up."
Yeah.
And I looked, and like, he didn't think it was funny because he made eye contact with him. He's all, "You fat." And I just looked at Joel and I'm like, man, 3 for 3. This guy's good.
Yeah.
I had my Grinder open and everything.
And I was like, wow, he's clairvoyant, dude. And then there was like another couple, like skinny white couple walking towards us. And I go, what if he says the same thing to them? It's just the same line every time, but it really worked this one
I
time.
mean, this one was, he to be that quick on the draw.
Yeah.
I remember we were actually waiting, like, let's see if this guy's as good as we hope he is.
I also felt like a lot of people would get scared in that instance, but I think we've been around enough craziness. We just kept kind of walking at a regular pace. Just didn't,
Yeah, imagine like moving here from Indiana and that being your first experience.
You run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a guy like on drugs in San Jose, and Luke was just like running onto the other side of Chappelle, and we're like, "It's fine, dude, relax." They pawned their weapons in a long time ago for food.
But Luke was smart though. Go behind the black guy.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah. What? Who would do anything wrong to that guy? There were no cops around.
Yeah.
he was an intense dude. But
Did you the homeless guy or
no, well, he had a mattress and everything.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he said, "I want to you."
I didn't realize he was hitting on
You
me.
didn't hear the first part. You whispered the first part.
The three
I
X.
wanna.
You fat.
Yeah. Crazy, dude. That's crazy.
There was a guy one time at the store and he had his shirt on that said something like fat or like sloppy bottom.
Yeah.
And he was just walking around. He's like, do you know where the restroom is? Just his demeanor completely contradicted his shirt. And it was just like, I love like that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the thing. Though. It's like I love gay people. Pride was so fun, but there's a few people who had on their shirts that said like dirty or something
Exactly.
like that. And there's little kids around. Like this is a
Those kids can't
pride
read.
is a thing where like children are running around, and it should be.
it's
So it's like, shouldn't there be a little bit of less like?
Yeah, speak for the
such
gay
a-
community. What do you think?
Yeah.
Rocha?
it is such a conflicting thing. That's why
Yeah.
I've always been like, I don't know.
It's like you should be
it's
proud of being gay, but like if you, as people are proud of everything, like right, but I don't know.
well, no, and that's why I struggled.
stuff,
I
it's
struggled
like-
with it too because it was just like, you would see like kids in like strollers and stuff like that, and you'd see like a little flag on the stroller, and they're supporting
what?
their gay uncle, and it's just like, oh, that's cool, and then you see like a guy with like dildos walking around like Dr. Octopus or whatever is just like all around.
I'm not even against Dr. Octopus.
No,
Octopus did.
but let's
But
pick.
like words that,
let's
that
pick
say
one- yeah.
specific sentences
Yeah, penis is a penis.
that a 9-year-old can read. You know,
Yeah, like
I'm saying, let's be body positive. We can even have everybody's genitalia out at all
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Adam and Eve, baby.
It's not like a bad thing for the culture to
Adam
like
and Steve, sorry.
desexualize, genitals.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
Free the nipple.
sentences that say like I love to drink on
Yeah,
a shirt, just like you're walking around like you're like I made this for pride. It's like
Yeah, shove the
there's kids
poppers up my
there.
dirty asshole.
Yeah.
By the way, all of these shirts are bigger, so they're for bigger guys.
Yeah,
That's a big message
a
for
lot.
one t-shirt, and that's just the front. And it's just
Dot,
like
dot, dot, and then
on the
turn
back it
around.
says "I said,"
On the back it says you should see the other guy.
but I've often struggled with that to the detriment of like gays getting mad at me, and they're just like, somebody once told me they were like, "Oh, you're the gay that they like to put up because they can say whatever they want, and then because they say they're friends with you, then it gives them free reign to be
what I do.
homophobic."
That's
and
what I
I was
use it
like,
for.
"Well, yeah, you're just mad that I got to it before." No,
Sorry, laughing all the way to the bank.
my thing
Sperm
is
bank.
just like, go yourself, because it's like,
Yeah.
you have to be funny.
Do I have
too.
to be offended as much
Exactly.
as you? It's like maybe I have a better sense of humor and I know these people better. I don't know.
And well, I think it's the same way. Like that to me, I'm like, look, they're trying to be funny. It's kind of that old Patrice O'Neill argument is I will always try to protect the basis of being funny.
Yeah.
I can't protect a bad joke, but I can protect somebody trying to do it. And it's just like, so you, I don't care. Like if you're trying to be funny,
Intent
that's
matters.
what it is. It does.
Intent matters.
It's always mattered.
if you're just coming out and saying hateful that sucks. I don't with
Yeah,
you.
you
if
won't
you're
get
coming out and
laughs.
saying something that you're trying to be funny with and it comes out not funny and some people get hurt by it, I still got your back. Like you were trying.
Yeah, and I think that's where I can. Let's take a phone call. No. How much money have we
Janet
raised?
from Indianapolis.
Yeah.
You fat fag. How'd you get a phone? We got the homeless guy again. Son of
He
a
said
bitch.
intent matters. I wasn't in a tent.
I lost my tent.
It's past tense now. To bring it back to the present tense,
we
I
have
would
a-
like a tent as a present.
We have a homeless English teacher, apparently.
Yeah. It's hard out
I
here.
love that like internet joke. Being homeless, it's intense.
Yeah. There's an old one too that was like, "How do metalheads go camping?" Intense. But Chappelle has a joke too. Chappelle Lacey has a joke about like how he almost drowned once, and he said a black woman like came up to him after the show, and she's like, "I don't like that," and he goes, "What?" She goes, "You're like you're like
perpetuating
forwarding this stereotype, and he goes, "It happened to me. It's my life."
Also, the stereotype is based on the fact that black people lived in poorer areas that didn't have as many public pools and were restricted from using white pools before that. So parents didn't know how to swim to teach their kids.
They would put bleach pools if they were in. Remember that?
I saw
Mr.
them
Roger?
pouring
Yeah.
bleach in the pool. Yeah.
But don't they put bleach in pools anyway? Isn't that what
No, they were doing
they
it to
put,
get black people out of the pool.
yeah.
There's like an old video. They're
Oh,
like
wow.
pouring bleach into the
Wow.
Chlorine was the what they
like
would put in the pool.
while they were in the pool, they were
Yeah.
adding
Oh,
the
yeah,
bleach
yeah,
to get
yeah,
them
yeah.
out.
Like on
I
them,
see.
you
It
know.
was up,
And
but
if they wanted rights, they should have just let the bleach do its thing. No, I'm kidding. Jesus Christ, who am I today? Satirical. My brother's half black, which means I'm not. My uncle's
I
cousin.
think if your brother's half black,
My brother's a brother?
I think the three of us can say anything we want about black people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know?
By way of Eric.
exactly, which is
Yeah. We need
Can
a
I say
gay black
something?
guy.
Can we say something? Like, I'm not gay, right? But this is going to sound a little gay.
Wait, what? No, go ahead.
Some of the dudes that Eric smashes
Yeah.
are like the hottest men.
It's so
in Hollywood.
annoying. It's so annoying.
Like, it's like he's pulling all tens all day.
Dude,
Brad Pitts and
these
shit.
guys, like, that is their life. It's like looking like
Yeah.
this. Like, they are like watching what they eat. They're
So they're
working
just
out.
they see Eric living this life of just joy and being happy with who he
Yeah,
is.
they're like
They're
into me.
into that.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
with Leia chained next to each.
Dude. They're not even like fun to cuddle with. They're so hard. Like their bodies
Tell
are.
us about
Yeah.
it. Are they fun to cuddle with?
Oh yeah, they're fun.
No, they're not. They can't be.
You can wash clothes on them. You can,
It's like cuddling like with a rod or
you can,
something.
yeah, it's like
Or
that
like a
too.
bicycle.
No, like it's. I have fun with it.
I bet.
I don't. I think one thing about it is but I strike out a lot. Like that's the thing is
That's weird because you
might
look like an
see-
umpire.
You shoot your shot,
Absolutely.
but you're not afraid to miss.
It's confidence though.
Yeah.
It really is confidence. It's one of those things where it's like, hey, we'll have a blast. I know we will. Like, why? Yeah, you could go there, but like, let's go have fun.
Yeah.
Let's go. And it's just like, yeah, okay.
You
And
also
then-
have great conversation skills.
I think that's the thing of it though. Is like, if fun always trumps like all that other shit. And
Also, you can pressure men into. You're not allowed to pressure women, right? So
Challenge
no
me.
comment.
So like if you were like if a guy was like, no, I'm gonna go out with my friends tonight,
go,
and
"Come
you were like,
on."
sure,
Come on.
no. But if you
I
were
have
like if you were
pizza.
like, yeah, sure, you could go out with your friends and go dancing. Or we could go out and have a really good time.
Exactly.
Come on, you'd have fun. Blah, blah. If you did that to a girl in a straight relationship,
gets
girls
weird.
would have screenshots of that and post it and be
That's
like
insane.
this guy was trying to pressure me, blah blah blah, right? But a guy with another guy, it's like they were both horny. You know, they're both guy horny.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a match there.
Gorny. Sigourney Weaver.
get away from her, you. No, I think confidence is a big thing. It is a little different in a sense of like, yeah, let's just get each other off and then I'll leave. It's, you know what I mean? It's fun, but you know, I will say too, it gets lonely because you're like, well, like I don't just want that.
Right.
Like it would be
Yeah.
nice to have, you know, like a boyfriend again. I've had like maybe 3 serious boyfriends in my life, but
And 5 silly ones.
the
Don't bring Carrot Top up.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
make-
Carrot bottom.
make your tie light up when you're gonna.
Do the thing where the steam comes out of your ears. Yeah. Say awooga when you please.
Ew, too far. No, but yeah, dude, it's like that fun because I don't know if I would pull what I pull.
Yeah,
in
if
the
you were
straight
if
world.
these were women, you would be Brad Pitt or like Leonardo DiCaprio.
But I don't know. Like I said, it's fun. It's also LA. So if you have like a charming personality to like, you know, I mean, yeah, like the really, really, really gorgeous guys were the worst.
We are.
Just because.
We really are.
I had one guy that just like laid there and I was like,
Damn.
are you going to do anything? Like, yes, you're gorgeous, but this is
But you're gonna have
so
to spread
boring.
your butt cheeks.
Well, you know, and even then it was just like
the least you can do.
the worst it ever was. There's this really, really hot porn star I had wanted for a while.
Really, like it's a guy you know you jerked off to a bunch.
My count is at 11 of like people
Porn
that
stars?
I've been like, where I've been like that. And honestly,
11 people who you jerked off to videos
Yep.
of. You f***ed out.
yes. And I'm very grateful for that number.
Making dreams come true, man.
People talk about all the negatives of LA. We're talking about the
Yeah.
positive.
And
Make
mind
your
you,
dreams
like
come
I'm older, so like some of them were big in like the early 2000s, so they're not
Right.
as you know.
true. Right.
I didn't know Ron Jeremy did that kind of stuff.
But the worst was one that's like pretty popular now. I was doing my thing and I looked, and I'm not kidding you, he was looking at pictures of himself
Whoa.
on his phone because he'd just come from a photo shoot.
Wow.
And he was just like looking, and I was like, am I that bad?
Damn.
And then he would put the phone down and he would like moan a little bit, but then he would look at his phone and I was like, this is so like,
He wasn't even moaning. It was just on vibrate.
That's crazy.
so that was insane. But like, there's only been like,
Maybe
honestly,
he's just addicted to his phone.
it could be. It could be, but I could
bad
see
addiction.
I could see Grinder messages popping up
Damn.
as he was, and I was just like,
You've got mails.
Yeah.
you got nailed. It's a picture of me. Like, who is that guy? It's me. I'm still here. It's that heavy breathing.
I wonder if over COVID, the number of people who joined Grindr went up.
I bet it did. I will say this too: every porn star deserves like some sort of medal or something during COVID.
Why?
Because like I was working in a nursing home at the time, and all we could do was go there and go home. Like they put my roommate away, like so he wouldn't get sick, because we had like 16 residents with COVID, and then it just kept getting worse and worse. Those OnlyFans people are the only sexual activity I could have, and it was like.
Other than the old people you're fucking. Right? They're all weak from COVID. You're just fucking.
And I'm like, look at
Yeah.
why was she dressed like that?
Put your protection on.
No, but they're amazing. Like all of them except for two have been like really down to earth, awesome people.
Nice.
And I'm like, yeah, like
Would you ever date
That's a
up?
good
Would
rate.
you ever be like boyfriend with a porn star?
absolutely. It would be difficult, but I will say this: it cannot be any easier dating a comedian.
Yeah.
It has got to be incredibly hard, because if things go the way we
Interesting.
want it to,
Well, nobody's your person on
Yeah,
camera
that's the thing.
though.
That's the difference.
and in all honesty,
Although
like
I did feel like I got the other night in the OR, but go ahead.
what happened?
I just had a bad set.
Really?
Yeah, new stuff is painful.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Speaking of painful,
Yeah. Not if you're relaxed.
I like in terms of like dating one, I think it would be difficult, but you would have to have like a conversation about like, okay,
would you be okay if they were actively still in the business, or if they used to be in the business, or does it not matter?
That's tough.
Used to be in the business, you're okay with. You're like, we've all had a past, whatever.
I've gone on a few dates with them as they've actively been in the business, and it is acting. Like, because one person was like, yeah, I'm getting by so and so later on, and and then like later on they came and hung out with me, and it was like,
But most actors, like we live in Hollywood, we know a lot of actors. Most actors love acting, right?
so
This guy sounds like he didn't love his being in the profession.
He didn't have
of
love for the
acting.
craft.
He didn't have love
likes
for the craft.
likes sex and money, and it's super easy,
Right.
But the thing of it is,
but it's still a job.
Exactly. He's like, that's not what I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Plus, you got to like time it, right? You have to like when they tell you, stay hard when they tell you.
A
So it's
lot
like
of
it's
people
Eat a
all-
don't
bunch of
realize
shit.
if you're a bottom, you don't get to eat. Like
Yeah.
you have to be very careful what you eat. And these guys are like 10, 11, 12 inches. So like you don't.
Tall? That's a fetish.
Like when you say 12 inches, are you talking like a subway foot long 12 inches, which really
Yes.
measures in around 9.5, 10? You know,
Dude,
we know,
of
we
course
see
the
what you're
Persian
doing,
knows.
Subway. We see what you're doing with your foot long. Oh, I rounded up.
Oh, you want
I round
sandwich?
up. You want?
Can I do that accent?
He did. Or,
Of course.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm brown.
yeah, dog. You can do anything.
He means that as a compliment. You can do anything you want.
Yeah, you,
Great.
you can, dude.
I believe in you.
I can't fly.
Intent matters. We said it at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's getting intense.
Back to the homeless guy.
I will.
Online too. Fuck you. I'm still here, you fat. What the f- were we saying?
About dating a porn star.
I think I could. Yeah, it would be very difficult, but I think like they would say it too. It's kind of like, what are we doing when we're not? When you're not at work, it's just like, are we connecting? Are we, you know, because if you do care about somebody, like those porn stars, the majority of them, I'm still friends with them and I still talk with them. Like if they're in town, you know, it's like, oh, hey, what's up? I'll do this. Want to meet up here, want to hang out here. So it's not just about because
Yeah,
the thing of
yeah.
it too is it's just like I don't know why it goes hand in hand, but like they get kind of the respect. They get the same kind of respect that we get, or like shame, or it's just like get a real job, and it's just like okay, yeah. So
Get
like
that money,
I think
man.
that's part of it. It's like we're both people who like didn't want to work a conventional job,
Exactly.
like and rather have fun.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
we're
have-
choosing fun, the
Yes.
thing that we enjoy doing every night the most. Like even when you work on the road, the reason it's work is because you have to fly to where you're
Yep.
going to
Yeah,
and all that.
exactly.
Once you're on stage, that hour on stage, you're having the best time ever, and then then
yeah.
when that's over, you're like, all right, 23 hours until we get to do it again.
Exactly.
And,
I
yeah.
always say too that the real work is like staying alive and like protecting your brain, mental health, all that.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting paid for. I think a lot of times.
Yeah. So those
You got
guys,
something
it's
to
like
say,
if you
man?
love-
No.
If you love what you're doing, if you're a porn star and you love what you're doing, you love,
yes,
and you're like, hey, I can get paid to. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that's why it's similar. And also, I think
I would just get jealous.
I think the
it would
drug
hurt
side too, because it's like comics. We love drugs and alcohol. It's part of the culture of
I love them
comedy.
so much I can't do them anymore.
Yeah, same. A lot of people.
same here. Yeah,
And I think that's same thing in the porn world.
it is. I've seen that where like I was with somebody and like they did porn and they woke up and they were like, it was so crazy. Like, did you? I don't know how into coke you guys have been, but like they woke up and they were just dripping in sweat. And like I could smell like I don't know if it's weird, but I could smell like cocaine.
Well,
like
they were
that's-
sweating because they were cuddling with you, but a weighted blanket is hot. It gets hot.
And it was like they were like, "Oh, I'm freezing," and I was like,
Fuck.
"Oh my god!" And I pulled, and like my comforter was just
Well, my out of
ripping.
them.
I pulled out. I was like, "Oh, I didn't
Here's
realize
something
I,
warm, and
I did a Guam where I left it in and fell asleep."
Jesus, sorry.
All right, we good.
The sun is making it's making me hot.
Oh,
It's not the stories you're telling. That's
I was
for
gonna
sure.
say, yeah, that's what
No,
it
it's
is.
definitely the sun.
So anyways, I had to get like a brand new blanket, and then the next morning I told him, I was like, "Hey, you might want to ease up a little bit because."
Did they get mad? They were like, "F- you, man."
No, they were like, was it that obvious? And I was like, just because I had that same thing, where it was
Yeah.
just like, I had to quit doing it because,
But the answer is yes. If you're wondering, can people tell that you're hungo? Yeah, we all can. We always can.
Tell that you're what?
If you're on coke and you're wondering,
Oh,
can
yeah,
people
for
tell
sure.
that I'm on coke?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can.
Into the camera lens on that one.
I
Yep.
think most of these people, they don't even realize they have like the white rim around their nostrils. They're like talking to you.
When people are coked out, they're not smooth, but they think they're smooth.
Yeah.
People are handing off baggies to each
Oh my
other
God.
as if they're like doing a smooth handshake and nobody can see that.
It doesn't help that it's a white substance.
Yeah.
Like weed is a little, it's camouflaged a little more. It's plant matter.
I remember I found a little empty baggie, and I haven't done it in a while. And I held it up, and I was like, "Hey, did somebody drop their coke?" And like, I'm not kidding. Like 10 people turned around. I was like, "Die, it's
Patting their
empty."
Damn, dude.
So funny.
You could tell all the sober people were like, "Oh my God, that's hilarious!" All the coke heads were like, "What a you are."
I used to go up to my cokehead friends and I would just like whisper in their ear, "Do you want a bump?"
Oh my God, dude.
And then they would just perk up and get all excited, and then I'd be like, boom, and I'd give them a fist bump, and they'd be like, "You piece
You
of
son of a
shit."
And you go, no, you're the piece
And I
of
would
shit.
do that to the same person over and over again. I would do it to them, and they'd be like, "Last time I saw you, you did that to me." And I go, "Doesn't that seem like maybe you got a problem, bro? Like if you're falling for it each
Yeah.
time."
Yeah.
But
I,
they said it to you like, "Yeah, but what you
Oh, good one. It's like they're like, "Good one," but like they legit in their head are like, "I hate this guy."
yeah.
How's it going? Do you want to help me look for
I
something?"
started carrying, I got testing strips in my backpack, and I have that, what's the stuff called?
Narcan.
Narcan. I
There's
have
some.
two
There's some in the
Narcans.
office at the store too that we
Yeah.
brought just in case.
It's
I
crazy.
think most bars have to carry it now.
Man.
They should. I mean, we just brought it because we were like, "What if?"
Yep.
I do think
know?
it's great. I think it's like, it sucks that we have to do that, but also, why
it's
not?
good.
If you're
It's
going to
good that
party,
technology's
let's
there.
keep people alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Seriously.
Yeah.
but hey,
Yeah. Do you want to, do you have any?
I think it's better that some people die occasionally and people still party than never to party at all.
What is happening?
I agree with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's like if
I don't
it's
want anyone to die, man.
But would you, if it was agreed, nobody gets to do any drugs or alcohol ever
Yeah.
again, but everybody lives longer, healthier lives?
Yeah.
Would you be down for that?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Because human beings should have a level of freedom to do what they want with their own bodies.
That's true. I
So
just-
where do you stand then?
yeah.
Joel?
Then where do you stand? You want both? You agree with both?
Kill
sides?
one of us, Joel.
Can I have both, please? No, when,
Right.
when you say it like that,
And it doesn't work.
you sound less
too.
insane.
And it doesn't work. You just make things illegal because
For
people are
sure.
still going to do it.
Yeah, they want to do it
Yep.
more. Yeah.
What was that? Dude, there was that great Dave Attell joke where he was talking about drinking and driving, and he goes, "After like 2 a.m., it's fun." And he's like, "What's the worst that could happen?" He goes, "You hit another drunk driver." He
That's
goes,
really the
"You
truth.
get out, you high five, then you just walk home."
Dude. God damn.
I think that's what the lawmakers were thinking, though.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like because why make it 2 o'clock? The cutoff point is so people can either drive drunk after 2 with other drunk drivers or sober up by 4.
Exactly.
When
What
they
if
can get
you're on
home.
your way to the hospital because your wife's pregnant at 2 a.m. and a drunk driver kills you?
Free abortion.
We said after. I don't know. I agree because we back to the porn, back to the comedy thing. Like one of the best ways somebody put the Comedy Store like to promote it is, look, it's like Disneyland for adults, especially if you like comedy. It's like, guys,
Or if you're
Yeah.
Disneyland is your Disneyland.
you're gonna have so much fun. And I think that like as a door guy too, you're like, hey, anything that we can do to like build the lore of this place.
Yeah.
It's like, cause you're thinking too, like, I hope someday I get past and I get to perform in front. And then all of that depends on how well the door guys make you feel.
How good the door guys set up the room.
Exactly. And
And
it's
the door guys, like, especially in the OR and in the belly room, if there's like 50 people and in the OR or 20 people in the belly room, if those 20 people are allowed to sit wherever they want, spread out throughout the back of the room, horrible room. If the door guy makes them sit in the first 2 rows,
Yep.
decent show.
Exactly.
And it's like
Together.
all on the door guy.
Yeah. And how much power they have. But that, again, though, that's something for adults. Is it just like, you guys, smoke on the patio, have as much fun as you want. You're going to really like what we do here. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm not just.
Does this umbrella
I'm
work?
not just the president. I'm also a client.
I might pop this umbrella up. It's getting hot as.
Here, I got it. I know how to do it better.
All right.
Keep talking.
Aha, my plan worked. No, you're right. The story is so. I was thinking about it the other day, like when we got back from San Jose, that I could go on any night and there will be somebody that I know there, whether it's security, managers, door guys.
It is so much fun. Like I said,
Whatever, it's fine.
It's it's so much fun that oh, there you go.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh, thank you, man. Look at that.
Yeah, because Eric was sweating like a gay guy on Dogs of Browntown right now.
You know that old saying.
Yeah.
Was that a plug for the show we're doing?
Yeah. Live. I know. I just shaved it today.
Looks good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, the Comedy Store is the best, man.
Yeah, to show like the proof of it is how many after comedy clubs get let out, how many people from other clubs do you see finishing their night at the Comedy Store?
Yeah,
that's why I'm like,
and I say go back to where you came from.
You don't belong here.
Speaking of, one time I was in the main room lobby. And this black woman, she came out. She goes, "Where's the bathroom?" And I'll never do this again because I realized what my words meant. But I go, "You're gonna want to go back where you came from," like back in the room. And I was like, "Oh, you can't say it like that."
Wow.
If you wouldn't have been wearing that
That's
Nazi
so funny.
uniform,
Well, Kanye shouldn't have made him so cheap, dude.
You go back to where you came from.
I meant the room, like the.
I know,
yeah.
I know. But man, what did she think?
Yeah, she said, "Oh hell no!" Said, "I gotta get up out of here."
But you were wearing that Confederate shirt.
Yeah. It was Yay brand. Yeezy. Yeah. Well, before this gets too long winded, we do want to hear if you have any Joey Diaz stories.
Yes, please.
Oh, there's so many because he was like.
Or actually, I'm interested to know how you met.
Oh, I was hosting an open mic in the Valley. It was at Fourth Wall. And I used to play music like before the shows, and I was playing like Allman Brothers, and Lee Syatt, his co-producer, he was starting to do stand up, and he would just go in there, and then one day in walks Joey. And I'm a big classic rock guy. I love it. Love classic rock. And so I was listening to the Allman Brothers, and then I put on
Classic rock like Obsidian.
Shit is weird. Like classic. It's like Metallica classic rock now.
It's considered classic rock. Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
No. So I was playing that, and he was just kind of sitting there, and I remember he always chewed nicotine gum, and it was so funny because he'd have like 8 pieces of him.
Hell yeah, my guy. You know what? I'm gonna do another one.
And he'd just be like,
"Let me get one of those."
All right.
And I remember he looked over and he was like, "You like classic rock?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You like the Allman Brothers?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay." And he would vet me and he would just be like, "What do you think of the Rolling Stones?" And I was like, "Oh, they were great. Like when I was somewhere, I went and saw them do this." And he goes, "I went and saw them in Boulder." And I was like, "Oh, I'm from Colorado." And he was like, and then he came up to me after, asked me about a show, and we just it turns out my uncles went to the same show that he did, cool. Back in the 80s or whatever it was. And so he just started coming back more, and I didn't know, but in between sets, a comic would just be run the light and be an asshole, and I'd be like, "Hey, give it up to this guy. He should." Jesus Christ, this is terrible. Thank you for some a joke would bomb, and you were lighthearted about it. You know what's funny? You came here just for that joke. And you're like, "Isn't that great? It didn't work." You were on the way here going, "Man, I'm just set it off fire tonight."
It's like you were being mean at this open mic the way potluck used to be.
Absolutely. And the way I still do it.
They would be laughing too.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, "No, we could see it in your eyes. The minute that it didn't work, you were mad at us."
Damn,
and he was like, "You guys, that was a good joke." We're like, "It really wasn't."
By the way, not to cut you off, but they should make nicotine like bubble tape, nicotine gum. so you can do as much as you want. I just picture Joey like taking out the. yeah, good.
And I'll never forget one time I was just really firing up. Everybody was having fun, and I had one set where I made fun of this like really preppy dressed dude, and I was just like, I told him, I was like you're not gay, and I was like, but you'd be great at it. Look at you, and just kind of giving him. And he was like, yeah, I know, right? And I was like, don't talk when I'm talking. just hammering him. And I was done. I was closing up, and Joey walks in, and he was like, hey, I want to talk to you really quick. And I was like, okay. And this had been like weeks. And he was like, I've been watching you. And he goes, and I think you're very funny, man. And he goes, would you want to work together? And I was like, yeah, like who says no?
Yeah, what do you always say?
He's very old school like that, in that he will ask you, like, and he asked me, he's like, how much time do you have? And I was like,
and you lied,
and I was like 7 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I just told him I was like
great,
7 minutes.
Though. The self-awareness.
Yeah, and he was like, I see you do 5 minutes every night. You don't got, and I go, you just asked me how much time do I have, and I'm telling you 7 minutes. And he's like, okay, whatever. Okay. And then he walked away. He's like, oh, give Lee your number. He wouldn't give me his number for the first month. He would just have Lee call me. And then we got really, really close. It just becoming friends and shit. He gave me a ride to like one of the skeeziest gay bars. And I remember he was laughing. He was like, we used to go to this bar called, what's it called? Ramrod or something like that. Gay bars always had the best Coke. Always had the best. And I'm like, who is he talking to? And he was talking to me because he always talk. And that's why I think his podcast works, is because you think he's talking to you, but you're not quite sure.
Yeah.
And he was like, gay bars always had the best Coke. First floor on this bar, all gay dudes, bro. All gay dudes. Second was where the lesbians were. It's all lesbian. You don't go up there if you got a. You don't belong up there. And then he goes, third story, that's where you did whatever you had to do, dog. Hey, who knows? And he told me, he goes, that's where we'd buy the best Coke. And he goes, what would happen? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I know, I'm sorry. He was like, you know that song, beep, beep, toot, toot, and he goes, when a raid was going to happen, they would play that song and they would blow a whistle and brrr, and that let everybody on the third floor know, oh, okay, get rid of your or hide it because the cops are coming in. And he was like, that's why I'm a big fan of the gay community. And he'd be like, beep, beep, toot, toot. And I mean, he would dance, and like we would just laugh.
Yeah.
But he always had an affinity for gay and because of Jeff Scott. He loved Jeff Scott. Like that was one of his legit people. Jeff wouldn't play anymore when Joey came up. He would put on for like big time fans, he would put on, I think it's BTS, go on and do it till you're satisfied, whatever.
What's
it
BTS?
is.
Because I'm thinking of that
BT,
Korean.
What is it?
too.
BT. It's something BT. I can't remember, but yeah, if you can look,
I know that song.
No, that's BTO. But anyway, so Jeff would play that, and that was Joey's song when he would come up. And Jeff had such a love for him, but that was how we met, and we started just going out more and more, and like he would take me out on the road. He would call me, like he still calls me every Pride or like Christmas, birthday. He'll call me on Pride. Like I got a message one time, it was 3 a.m. and it was like he was clearly high as and if I have the message, I'll play it. But he was just like, oh, do it. What? He's like, what's up? I got an itch in my asshole. I was thinking about you. Just laughing. He goes, I went down to CVS and I heard a little Madonna. Get into the move. What? You got to groove.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it was like a 2-minute message, and I'm like, how long is this message? And he was like, just calling to wish you happy Pride. And he goes, stay black. He hang up the phone, dude. And I mean, that's the kind of guy. He called me with sincere apologies 2 times, dude. Once when my grandma had a stroke, and he was like, "Hey, dog, you know she's gonna be okay. Just stay. I'm so sorry to hear. I love you. You need anything?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good, man. I'm good." Second time, he found out I got chlamydia. He said the same. He's like, "Hey, dog, I'm really sorry." And he goes, "Don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay, though. All right." And I was like, "All right, man. I love you."
It's antibiotics, right?
Exactly, yeah. And he was just like, "It's all right. Yeah, just gonna clear that up. Don't even worry about it." And you could hear him clap like tip top Magoo, and you would just laugh.
Chlamydia is the clap too, right?
But yeah,
That's
dude.
so funny. That's probably why he did that.
Who knows, dude?
But Rocha didn't get the joke until you explained.
Until finally now.
You're welcome.
But yeah, dude, he was a mentor, as a friend, like,
Good dude.
and just like he would have me like come to the Comedy Store, and I remember being so terrified to walk in there because, like, he was a legend there, and I mean to sit with him, it was just like. It was so amazing. And
That explains everything, though, about you and your presence at the store. I mean, you got brought there by like an OG.
That I think made the difference, because the other thing he used to do, dude, like he showed me so much shit. We would go on the road and do a gig, and he would tell me, he'd pull out like a 100 or like whatever it was, and he'd tip the server that was with us like 150, and he'd say, "Always tip whoever they bring personally."
Yeah.
And he goes, that way, he goes, you want to build a relationship with these guys because these are the people that you meet on the road.
Yeah. We do it even small potatoes. We'll all pull in like 20 bucks, 10 bucks, make sure we get it to the server.
Absolutely. Before I went to San Diego, he had me come over, and he was like, "Here," and he gave me a bunch of shit, and he goes, "You're going to give this joint to the door guy, then you're going to give this joint to all the door guys," and he goes, "Then you're going to have another joint." And I was like, at that time I was like, "I don't smoke weed, Joey." And he's like, "They're not for you."
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm so like,
That's
he kind
amazing.
of has his bark like when he wants to be like, "They're not for you," and it's like, okay, they're not for me. Yeah, I know that.
It's like a dad teaching his son, like manners.
It was like that.
He's like,
Exactly.
you're not an adult comic yet. You're just a baby. This is how an adult comic acts.
That's it.
And here, imitate it. Here, I'm giving you the stuff to give them.
Yeah.
Just like you give your kid, like, here, hand the waiter this money.
Absolutely, that was it, dude. As like, and so we would learn that, but the biggest thing was he would never tell us how much time we were doing.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And he said, he was like, because I remember I was like, "Joey, how much time are we doing?" And Lee Syatt was like. And I was like, what? And Joey's like, "Well, how much time you want to do?" And you want to do 20? What if you did 30? What if I left and you just did all the time?
Dude, that's terrifying, but also awesome.
Or what if you just go out there and you give them every good joke you have, and when that light comes on, wrap it up and then bring me up? Yeah. What if we did that? And I was like, okay.
Like, which one is it?
Okay, then Lee came over and goes, yeah, don't ever ask him how much time you're doing, okay? He's like, "Yeah, thanks for letting me know that beforehand." And the only time you could is if you like snuck around, because the sound guy's got to figure like, okay, how many times, and then you might hear it, but then like you didn't know, like it was like, oh, okay, well, what's
so the first time he did that to you, and you went on stage and didn't know how much time you were going to be doing? How much time did you end up doing?
I did 15 minutes.
Nice.
And like I said, I told him I had 7. Yeah, and he didn't give a. He was like, "Well, let's see how he does."
Yeah.
And then I did the light, and then I was like, I felt really good. And he called me, and I was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And he chewed me out. It was the only time he ever got mad at me.
Really?
And it was because I did this joke where I was making fun of something really, really bad. And he was like, "You didn't do that joke. Why didn't you do that joke?" And I said, "I got the light," and I went up, and he goes, "Okay, you don't ever go off without doing your best joke." He goes, you didn't do your best tonight. And that's the only reason I brought you." And he goes, "Dog, I could get anybody." And he goes, "But I got you because I want you to mix it up." And he goes, "They should say Joe Diaz. I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this Rocha guy."
Fuck.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, "Dog, I love you. I love you." And he goes, "But I'm just trying to tell you, the one thing that I know we got to go.
No, you can.
The one thing I know that really like got him was that when I was in New York, I saw Paul Mooney a few times.
Nice,
and we would
dude.
talk about Paul Mooney all the time. And he was like, Mitzi used to make me follow him. And he was like,
One of
"Dog,
the best,
every
dude.
night I would just die a slow death."
Oh, fuck.
And he goes, he would just, I mean, he would get standing ovations. He goes, and I'd be having to move people out of the way to get back out. He goes, "Oh, you're gonna love this other brother. You're gonna love." He goes, and dog, he goes, I would just watch people get up and leave. And he goes, and it just broke my heart. And he goes, but Paul would stay and he'd watch him.
That's it.
And it was just
Damn,
like, oh.
dude.
So he told me one time, he was like, "You've got to give them your best." He goes, "Just even if they're not fit," he goes, "at least say you did it." And he goes, back in the day, he goes, "Oh, I was so terrible." He goes, "I wouldn't even call in for spots. I'd call in bomb threats." And he goes, "You tell him I'm going to be there Thursday at 12:30. And he goes, "Nobody's leaving." And I mean, he would get himself worked up and he'd, ha, ha, ha. He'd start laughing and you'd start laughing too. And you'd be like, just go out there and connect, because that was what he wanted. Go out there, connect, go out, try it, work it, get your jokes in, but like really, because you didn't know how much time you were gonna do.
Now-
So just go out there, do it, connect, and then throw a joke in, and then time was
Because my
good.
quick question is, when somebody says do your best, but like say just your best ain't that good, whatever it is, did he didn't, maybe just aside from that one joke, but he just meant give it your all, like you're just talking about the connection being the best thing, right? Like,
So like, well, I love watching you do like a long set. Like, I would love to see you do a half hour.
Yeah, same.
And the reason why is because whenever you go into your set, you're in the room with these people.
That's true.
Like, but you're in the room with them. Like, you acknowledge who's in the room, what's in the room. And it's not that you're doing crowd work, but they're like, if you were to go on tour, it would be an evening with you. Same thing like an evening with Steve Martin, an evening with so-and-so. You want them in the room with you. And Joey always delivered on that. Like, I remember when we did one show, it was me, George Perez, and Joey. And I bombed the out of that show. I was so terrible. And then George Perez came and just knocked his audience on their ass. And then Joey came and got a standing ovation. Joey's first line when he got up on stage was, he goes, "A criminal." Oh, Lee Syatt was there too. He goes, "A faggot, criminal, and a Jew walk into a club. That's what you just saw, suckers." Ah! And I mean, everybody
dude.
was laughing. And he was like, "Oh, my friends, they're weird, but they'll get you. Oh, they'll get you." And it was so like look at this guy. He didn't know what the to think. He goes, "I don't know either, dog. I don't know either."
Damn.
And he's like, "I miss people like that." But like, the thing of it was it's your party that time. It's your gig that time. So take it and have fun with it.
And you're actually in a room with real other people.
And that's it, dude. It's just like you I don't want to burn any of your jokes, but you have that question you ask the audience that you know the answer to all the time. And I love that, because you can tell that joke anywhere. And I'm still excited to see what they're gonna say, because they're in the room with you now.
Yeah.
You've checked them. It's almost like
not in the room with them, and you just go through the motion. It'll be a completely different show.
exactly.
yeah, you'll do it casually too. You'll just do like a point to somebody, like, "Yeah,
Exactly,
dog, that's
dude.
it, whatever." And it's like, damn.
I remember Argus taught me a long time
to
ago.
put your toes in your shoes.
yeah,
That's what he told us. Is that what you're gonna say?
No.
He said Gallagher taught him that to ground yourself, if you ever feel like you're not grounded, to scrunch your toes in your shoes, because it puts you in your body and it makes you like present.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He told me, he's like, when you go out there, before you do anything, look at the audience like a girl you want to.
Oh, I like that.
He was like,
Or a
he was-
guy.
or a guy in your case,
Yeah,
but you know,
hot
like
ass
somebody
10
you're trying
porn.
to, like somebody that you're just so attracted to, and you're just so glad they're there, and that you get a chance to talk to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jetski
And-
said
and I
like
try
you can't
do
wait to
that.
tell them a story, like your best friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So now I like look, as people are leaving, you know, because whenever I'm going up, some people are leaving. I like to talk on the people who leave a little, but then go, at least all the good-looking people stayed.
Nice.
You
Hell
know,
yeah.
and then
But-
look at this
but
beautiful
you're in the
couple.
room.
And I'm with them, and I point
Yeah.
out a couple that's good-looking, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, and then they put the uglies in the back over there.
Oh, dude,
you know?
and those
it's
are the
just-
diehards.
I need more of that, man.
That's the beautiful thing though. But that's really what like he taught me, was because he never told you. And when I auditioned for the store, like I didn't know, but I had auditioned for Jen, and there were times where I'd be hanging out with Joey just because we would listen to his act, and if he did anything different, we would write it down and say like, "Hey, you did this different last time. This really worked. I think if you did this," and you know, you're writing with him,
Right.
and you're not like writing new jokes, but it's just like if you connect that to this idea, holy. That's fun. And he's just like, I liked it because he wanted, before he moved, he wanted to start like a writers group, and I love that because he would get himself worked up to go on stage, and he'd be like, "You still eating that Subway, Lee?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, I had it the other night." He goes, "What'd I tell you about eating Subway? Go to Jersey Mike's." He goes, they're feeding you lizard at Subway. And he's like, "They're not feeding, it's good meat." And he goes, "You don't know good meat." And he goes, "You've never had good meat. So why are you talking about good meat?" And we'd be in the
You know who
green room,
knows good meat? Rocha knows good meat.
and he would say like that. He goes, "Look at Eric. Eric don't eat nothing." He goes, "You don't eat nothing." He goes, "Friday, goes sucks all the cock he wants." And he goes, "Then he has a good meal because he's earned it, Lee. You ain't earned it yet." And he would just like pump himself up, and you would have like people come in and check, "Everything all right, Joey?" He's like, "Yeah, we're doing good. How you doing?" Like honestly, like, "You all right? How's it doing?" "All right, stay bad." And he would go back to it, and then next thing you know, he'd have to go, and he would come
already
out
in that mode.
hot. And it'd just be like, okay, yeah, because he wants to connect. He wants to be like, once your time starts, you know, there's no getting ready for it. He came out hot.
Yeah.
And like he showed you how to do like that 45 minute, and it was just so cool. But what would happen
He is
is
his smelling salts.
it really is.
He's like,
What I didn't know was he would do a set and he'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna talk with Mark. Go do 8 minutes." And I'd be in the belly room, and I would do that so many times. And I didn't know this, but Jen at that time would be visiting with Joey, and she'd pop out and see me. And then
Hell yeah.
finally, when the audition came, she was like, I was like, "Hi, it's so nice to meet you." And she's like, "You probably don't remember me, but I've seen you go up before." And I was like, "When?" And she was like, "A few times with Joey." And I was like, "Oh, thank God." Like,
Nice.
holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
So anyways, yeah, sorry
Fuck yeah,
guys.
dude. Well, we're happy to have you. You're a good door guy. Good
Thank
friend.
you, buddy. Yeah. Love you
Good
guys
stories.
too, man.
This might be
Thanks
one of
for
my
doing
favorite
it.
episodes.
Thanks for doing the pod. God is giving us the light. as
Yeah.
you can see.
Yeah.
Fucking hot as fuck.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Cause it's an abomination.
Yeah, abominable snowman. Not a good joke to end on.
Dude. Give us your handle.
Yeah,
everything,
Eric
where they can
Rocha
find you.
Comedy on Instagram. So yeah, I'm there, and thank you guys. This was fun.
Yeah,
man.
dude,
I really
this was
appreciate
great.
it.
Yeah. I'm
Sorry
Joel
if I
Hu-
talk too much.
No, please. Joel Jimenez Comedy. If I didn't have to get to work, I'd let you talk
Yeah,
forever.
we would have it go longer. Joel Jimenez Comedy at Hormoz Comedy. I'm no longer at Not Hormones.
Baby boys all
Oh,
grown
good.
up.
Because it was Not Hormones on Instagram and Hormoz Comedy on TikTok and like Hormoz Rashidi on YouTube. And Kim, when she was here, she was like, "How come everything's different?"
Yeah.
She's like, haven't you ever heard of like everything should be the same so that people can find you easier? And I'm like, and she's like, "I would just use your name." And then I'm like,
You're lucky it
and
was
then-
available, man.
Yeah.
So many of them.
All of it wasn't. Hormoz Rashidi wasn't available on everything. The one that was available on everything was Hormoz Comedy.
Nice.
So Hormoz Comedy.
Hell yeah.
Follow me, please.
Yeah, well, that's Dogs at Browntown, guys. Stay black.
Hell yeah, dude.